Welcome to another episode of the 99 Seconds Career Podcast. My name is Jürgen Schmid. I am career mentor, consultant, teacher, and speaker. Here, we will bring up all kinds of career aspects in a way you have maybe never heard before. I'd like you to have an awesome career. Therefore, I'll give you something money cannot buy, sharing experience and insight. All this every other week in 99 seconds. Statistically, 1/3 of employees got fired at least once, no matter their gender. If it hasn't happened to you yet, the risks that you lose your job involuntarily are real. Often, it got nothing to do with you and your performance. Budgetary cuts, outsourcing, and the like are the keywords here. Those reasons count for 46% of layoffs in the United States, while 68% in Germany. It happened to me in 2006. The company I worked for saw dramatic revenue decline quarter after quarter. As a result, more and more departments got reduced and reorganized again and again. For me, it felt that it was only a matter of time when that moment would knock on my door. And it did. I got called to the HR department. They explained that the European IT team had to reduce a layer of middle managers. For me, that meant that there would not be any more a suitable role in that organization. They mentioned that I was always doing very well and have great potential, and that I'm not the only one being impacted by this reorganization. Even I was somehow prepared for that moment, I was still overwhelmed, shocked, and questioned myself, even as a person. I had to deal with a whole bunch of emotions such as frustration, sadness, anger, embarrassment, fear, shame, confusion, and disgust, but also with relief and excitement to some extent. What a strange time that was. Let aside the office gossip, that for sure was going on too. Today, I have the greatest sympathy for my mentees who are going through that life-changing, maybe worst moment in their life. Besides losing somebody close, needing to deal with a divorce or personal injury or illness, dismissal from work is one of the most stressful life events. It is also one of the major reasons why people seek support from a psychologist, for example. Statistically, unemployed people have more mental health issues. So during this time, we need to be extra compassionate with ourselves. I do not have a magic wand to make it go away, but I know something that will help you with your fear. If you got the news, it feels like time is frozen and you cannot imagine a positive future. This is not a surprise, because we are not trained on what to do in these situations. We don't understand enough about how career works. Let's put emotions aside and take a look into the different steps you will go through. A kind of master plan that once you know about it, it will take some of the fear away from you. Because you can plan, you have more control. Let's get into the 99 seconds right now and see how that master plan looks like. You lost your job. As bad as you feel about it, you are not dead. Life continues. Take the emotions aside. You are in a situation where you got a lot of free time now, but no money coming in. Depending on how much cash you have and your regular spending, read lifestyle, you can calculate for how many months you can survive without income. Eventually, your bank account would show zero and then turns into negative. Before this is the case, and assuming you do not want to rely on others to pay for you, you need a new job or another source of income. Unemployment benefit will ease the financial impact, but the issue remains. But how do you get a new job? What do you need to do? Where to start? Just sending CVs out? Let me explain in broad terms how career works. It consists of different, sometimes overlapping or repetitive steps. It is the thinking about me, finding open positions and submitting applications, interviews, starting the new job, and being successful in it process. Every career starts with thinking about me, and being made redundant throws you right into it. Before you can even start searching for a new position, you need to know what you can and want to do. Here are a couple of things to find it out. Document your accomplishments that you have achieved in your professional life so far. Think about what you liked and like doing and what not. Assess and list your skills and competencies. Find out about your strengths and weaknesses. Reflect about your values and write all of this down. Allow yourself time. You are building the basis for all next steps. You reflect and document what you can offer to a future employer or setting up your own business. Once you feel you learned enough about yourself, start the second step, the application phase. Look for open positions, organizations and businesses that attract you. Learn how to create CVs and cover letters. Learn how to start a business. Create a well-rounded online profile. Network and be open and specific about your project. Use whatever support you can get. Don't ignore online learning opportunities. Some of them are free. Start thinking about your financial needs. What is your absolute minimum income you need and what is the market typically paying? Of course, all what you have found out about yourself in the previous step plays a major role here. To send applications, there are two strategies. First, submit as many as possible, we are talking hundreds, hoping that one will eventually do the job. I don't recommend this numbers game. Second, go for quality. Take the time to research the organization, the people working there, and submit a tailor-made application in the best possible way. You will get invited to an interview. The more specific you can be to explain your value in your CV and cover letter, the more seeds of trust you plant in those, the higher your chances. Prepare for interviews. Learn about the different interview types and typical questions. Learn about different tests that organizations like candidates to do before meeting them. Have your questions ready. Prepare for the day itself. Follow up after the interview and prepare for salary discussions and negotiations. If you do not get invitations or you are not closing with a contract, you need to go back to the me part of the process. Think what you should do differently, learn from it, seek feedback and adjust. There's nothing wrong with this, it is just life. A new day one will come, you will start the new job. The first day, weeks and months are special. Try to see it as an extension of the interview. You are under their microscope as much as you are learning about the job, the organization and how things are done there. Hopefully, you haven't overlooked any red flags during the hiring process. The organization has a good onboarding process and your new boss is not negatively surprising you. In case you find yourself in the wrong place, take the time to go back to the me part of the process. You need to take decisions and adjust where needed. Don't feel bad about it. 1 out of 4 new hires quit within the first 6 months and do not regret it. I hope for you that this is not the case and you can focus to deliver your new role in an engaged manner. Once the honeymoon period is over, you want to be successful in your job, the last step of the career process. To be successful at work, here are some tips that will help. Set clear goals for yourself and align with your company's objectives. Prioritize your tasks and focus on the most important ones. Develop your skills, build relationships, take initiative, communicate effectively and show commitment. Remember that success is not achieved overnight, but through consistent effort and dedication. And once you're there and master your role, you might want a promotion or a new job in the same or another organization. This will bring you back to the me part of the process, which you might want to start again. I hope you can see that getting fired isn't the end of the world. Use that time as an occasion for reflection, self-improvement, and renewed investment in your career, as we just highlighted. Normally I don't do this, but I think this topic warrants some self-promotion. In the podcast, we are touching all kinds of career aspects. Should you want to go more into detail, I have created 2 online courses on CVs and resumes that would do that for you. Some lectures are free and more courses will follow. If you favor more specific and individual help, I am happy to support you as your mentor. To read more about those offerings, read the relevant pages on www.schmied.be. You will also find a contact page and my email address. I would love to hear from you. These were, in 99 seconds and a little bit more, some thoughts on I Got Fired. Hope you enjoyed listening and you will tune in for our first extra large season finale in 2 weeks. I have invited an amazing studio guest who will share some of her insight on career and change with us. And as the XL suggests, it will take longer than 99 seconds. This was another episode of the 99 Seconds Career Podcast. Thank you for listening and thinking along. I wish you success for the path you are following or creating. My name is Jürgen Schmid, and until next time, be the difference, remain curious, and shine.